Hey guys, I am fine and dandy, Randy. Merry Christmas to everybody. Peach Coast, I sure like that avatar. You got those tail lights. That's pretty cool looking. Everybody hear me okay? Not that I have anything important to say. Merry Christmas, everybody. Wow, 15 people in here already. Been here a minute and a half. Thanks, Cheeseburger. Joliet, Illinois. Hey, Joliet, Illinois is where the power tour starts in 2026. I'm waiting for them to open up the registration. They've already listed the route, and I think I'm going to do it again. It sure was fun. So, Joliet, Illinois. Hope to see you there. Air task, air tank situation. Um, well, I was just looking for some advice on the biggest compressors I could get, but yeah, I think I got the same ones that I put on the Dojak, and they work fine. So I just need to build 200 pounds pressure. So that's all good. NC Automan. Um, Merry Christmas, Desert Rat. I learned something from the last video, the last live that I did. Merry Christmas to Townsville, South Carolina. Some of the people that watch this video after, I guess after it's, or even while it's going on, said they can't follow it. So because all they hear is my side and they don't know what I'm talking about half the time because I'm answering comments and I didn't really want to read every comment, but I should read the ones that I answer, I guess. But maybe somebody here can direct people on the other end how to make the comments come up so they can follow along and kind of know what's going on. Um, Hello, Kevin Hornbuckle. Happy hallelujah to you. Uh, Stop by and say hello, good neighbor. Well, I don't know where you live, good neighbor, but I'll let you know when I'm going to be in Joliet, Illinois. And then the route takes you on Route 66 to somewhere in Oklahoma. I don't know what all the stops are yet. I didn't look at that, but I know that it's a route that I'd be interested in doing. So, yeah, um, I'm going to go down and see Noah um, in South Carolina. And he graduated nuclear school about a week ago. I think I was talking to you guys last Sunday about it. So, and he'll be home Saturday. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go see my kids in Michigan, and then go on down to see Noah, and then do the power tour, and because I'll be on my way home, and from somewhere in Oklahoma. Hey, Skagit Ed, how high's the water? Okay, Randy. Yeah, I hope you join us on that power tour. That'd be fun. Oh, says Merry Christmas from Tri Cities. Thank you, and I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I enjoy making them for you guys. I make the very best videos that I can, and they're not the best out there, but the best this old guy can do. Yeah, road trips are good. And hello to Kenneth Martin. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, that helps a little bit. I'm reading Peach Coast's comment. Yeah, I get it. I can. It's probably a chore, but you'll figure it out. That's what we do. 300 feet above it. Skagit Ed says he's 300 feet above it. We're talking about the water level over on the western side of the mountains. It's really been flooding over there. They've been having a hard time. Thanks, Randy. Salute to Noah. And more coming in. More Skagit Ed says more water coming in. I assume Skagit Ed is in the Skagit Valley and near the Skagit River, but that's what's flooding over there. That's one of them. 1963 Galaxy, who's in the chat right now, sent me an email the other day. And I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I get a lot of emails. I don't remember exactly something about wishing me well with all the, the rain and flooding and everything. And well, it's not raining here. I'm on the east side of the mountains and it's desert over here. we don't get all that stuff here. We get less rain in Los Angeles. So yeah, it's not even raining here. It hasn't been raining here. I took Dojelac out for a ride and it was sunny today. So and I'm at 2,370 feet. So I don't think the Columbia River is going to get this high. Peach Coast Lowrider's asking me about my power steering setup, and I think I think my alternator's on the other side. He's asked me about the belt. His belt's hit, and he's trying to put power steering on his 63 Impala. And I think mine's on the passenger side. Pretty sure. It is on the Dojelac. I think it is on the. Boy, I just don't know. I don't know. I'd have to go look at it, but I will. I'll do that. I know said Skagit Ed says the Skagit River hit a new record high. I don't doubt it. And there's Gordon Walker. He's a longtime subscriber on this channel. Wow. Kenneth Martin best to pick up Route 66 just north of OKC. They have most of the road west of OKC taken out, and it's the same route as I-40. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that. It's a route that the Power Tour, whatever they choose, I just know it starts in Joliet, Illinois, and winds up somewhere in Oklahoma, but I don't know where. I don't know if it's around OKC or not. Well, evening to you there, Flatlander. BC 65925 called me a ridge runner. I suppose he got some hills in Indiana. But anyway, I thought you were going to get out this way, Bill. Yes, Skagit Ed, we're all going to be in trouble if Columbia River gets to my house. It's going to be a repeat of something that happened a long time ago. If that's the case, we better start working on the arc. I like to broadcast from my shop, but the lighting is so bad out there. Palaman's Garage, welcome. Yeah, we better build an arc. Guys, gotta read Kevin Hornbuckle's comment. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, that's cool, Bill. A submarine. Yeah. Yeah. Good thing. Good thing I have a submarine horn. just in case. Just in case I need it up here. Yeah. Got a laugh out of seeing you on you seeing the others from YouTube. Um, I don't know if you're talking about Power Tour. I did see some others from YouTube. I saw a lot of others from YouTube at in Tucson at the Duct Tape Drags. That kind of turned out to be a kind of a who's who of YouTube. There was a lot of YouTubers there, and some well-known guys, and a lot of little guys like me. Oh, which video? Which video are you talking about, Randy? Which one did you not see? The one where we were all picking, Noah was picking the banjo, and me and Balaam Wire was singing the hee haw song. Did you not see that? Boy, you missing out. You better go back and find that one. Yeah, duct tape drags. Yeah, they're duct tape drugs. I don't know about that. I didn't see any drugs there, but could have been. Oh, Bill Corey says there's a neat museum on 66 in Elk City, Oklahoma, just off the Texas Panhandle. My favorite son and I went there for a blacksmith event. Got our picture in the magazine. Some lady was taking pictures for. Cool. Yeah, so I don't know, Randy, if you didn't see that one where we did this little hee haw skit when Balaam Wire was here. We had our checkered shirts on. We were all wearing overalls, and Noah was picking the banjo, and I was playing the guitar, and Balaam Wire was holding a pitchfork, and we did the "Where Oh Where Are You Tonight" song, and so the guy's talking about doing security checks on Noah and from the Navy if they saw that video, what they might think about it. Well, that's what he's talking about. You've seen that one, okay? Matt Sayer, no, I have not taken the V12 apart yet. I've been busy with that Dojelac, and I've got the Blue Diamond in the shop right now, and I got to spruce it up a little bit and put it for sale, and then then that'll be the next thing. I'm going to tear down that V12. I've got all the parts. Balaam Wire sent me a couple of pistons the other day. I got them. Got my big 4.5 inch rings. I've got my bore hone. I've got honing solution. I've got ring expander. I got the ring compressor big enough for those pistons. I had a ring compressor, but it wasn't big enough. I don't think. But anyway, I got all the parts, and I got the ball hone, and got everything. Got everything I need to replace that cylinder, and I'm going to take the plugs out of it once again. And I'm going to put a bore scope in every hole and just check to see if there are any other pistons that look like they're on their way out, because he sent me 2 pistons, and he's got more in another engine, but he's going to get new pistons. And guys in the comments sent me name of a place that they'll make pistons for you. It probably costs a fortune. But I got the oil pan gasket too. I had to have that special cut. $75 a piece for them. I got 2 of them. I got one for Balaam Wire. $75 for an oil pan gasket because they have to special. There's a place over in Oak Harbor, Washington, if you guys ever need any gaskets. I don't know about if they do head gaskets and stuff like that, but cork gaskets, they're doing howdy country boy. Oh yeah, Oak Harbor. It's called Olson's gaskets. So if you guys need anything, that's the place to go. I talked to the guy, and they can make about anything, I reckon. Yeah, yeah, you guys got to read Skagit Ed's comment. Yeah. Well, I got plenty to do for the next 30 weeks. I got all kinds of things to do, but I'll be 120 when I get 120 years old when I get all my projects done. Yeah, that's a good movie, Bill. Bill's talking about the movie called World's Fastest Indian, and that's a really good that's a good movie. I like that one. I don't pay enough to visit anywhere. Okay, whatever that means. I'm not real sharp. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't know. Maybe I could. Um, 63 Galaxies asked me if I couldn't tap one out of a big piece of hard paper. Well, no, you can't use cardboard. That'd leak, but hard paper, maybe, I don't know. But I wanted a good gasket on it. Get Dick Van Dyke to give me a hand. Yeah, well, he's going to be 100 here pretty soon, so he probably can. Oh, you're just a youngster, Gordon Walker. He says he's 66. Hey, somebody tell these guys how to turn on the comments so they can follow the chat and know what I'm talking about because I'm reading every comment. Thanks, Bill. Um, I'm asking if I'm going to have any grafting videos coming in 2026. I probably will. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Um, I'm booking some work, but I don't know how much work I'm going to book because I talked to Victor last week and I said, Victor, I really want you to come and graft again. I hate to see the guy. I hate to see the man go out, finish a 34-year career in the hospital. That's just not the way to finish up a 34-year career. I said, Victor, we need to go out there one more time, the two of us side by side. It'll be my 45th year and his 34th. And I said, we need to go out there and do it together one more time, all day, every day out there. But I said, I want you on light duty. I don't want to put you out there and put you at risk because he's been back in the hospital 3 times since he's been back home from here. He's doing pretty good, but he always winds up something, they think there's another blood clot and they're messing with these blood thinners. And well, after I talked to him about coming back and he really wants to do that, I said, we need to finish on top. No, we don't need to finish our careers with you in the hospital. That's just not the way to go out. So, and he's excited. I said, I want you on light duty, and just part time. And he goes, oh, yeah, I understand. Just after 10 hours, just take the rest of the day off. Because that's how I taught him. That's light duty. So, anyway, well, we had a big talk about that and was feeling good about it and everything. And he's going to try to figure out how to get here. Well, he called me last night and he's back in the hospital again. He said his legs were weak. And so I don't know if he's going to be able to graft anymore. I don't want to put him out there. I said, Victor, I don't want to put you out there and have you keel over. I said, the last thing I need is be tripping over a dead Mexican out there. And he said, well, I'll have the courtesy to fall out of the row so you don't trip over me when you come through. And I said, well, I know you would, but I don't want something to happen to you out there. So, yeah, I know about Eggy. They make about anything for anything, don't they? I've heard about that. Jerry Faulkner says Eggy in California makes pistons you can't find anywhere. 63 Galaxy says select the default view for comments. So if you're not getting the comments, select the default view, wherever that is. I don't know where it would be on your screen because they just automatically come up on mine. I don't have to look for them. Well, yeah, Bill Corey says besides he might dull a knife or something falling down in the dirt. I know we don't. I hate it when our knives get dull. I don't like it when people get blood all over my knives either. Got to have priorities. If you're going to run a business, you know. Um, Teresa Shear's in the house, and that's my neighbor over here, and I don't know what you're asking me. Did you ohm out okay the nay? I don't know what that means. Sure. WTBM in the house. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, Kevin. I'm going to take care of that boy. Oh, what the? Did you? Teresa's asking me. Neighbors asked me if I came out okay with the nasty winds the other evening. I think she's trying to say. Um, yeah, I guess I'm still here. You know, I seen a chicken. There was a chicken out here laid the same egg 3 times. The wind was blowing so hard, kept kept pulling that egg back in. But I got a lot of limbs down, laying all over the place. I got to pick up now from the winds. But yeah, it blew pretty hard. At least it's not flooding up here yet, Teresa. um, Bill Corey's asking me. I've already said, but yeah, Noah's coming home. Noah will be home Saturday. He's getting into Seattle Friday night, but not till 10:30, and then that's too late to get a flight into Wenatchee. So he's going to spend the night at his aunt's. His mom's sister lives in Everett, and they're going to pick him up. And then his other grandpa's going to bring him home. Um, One of his other grandpas is going to bring him over here on Saturday. I offered to go get him. I said, no, I will come and spend the night Friday night. I'll bring you home Saturday. But they've already got it figured out, I guess, because he was going to take a bus at first, and I didn't want him to take a bus. I go, no, I'll go get him. That way I'd have him captive for a couple of hours, 2.5 hours. I'd get to visit with him because I know I won't see much of him between his friends and everybody he's got to see while he's here. But yeah, he'll be here Saturday. Scheduled Ed says the wet side is supposed to get some wind later tonight. Yeah. Yeah, Teresa, I haven't heard of anybody getting hurt, but yeah, it was blowing pretty hard. Kind of reminded that it was not near as long, but it reminded that time 2008 when it blew so hard for so long. Yeah, I Jerry Faulkner says it'd be a good time to do a live stream while Noah's here. Absolutely, we'll definitely. His mom was up here today. She comes up. We got a little tradition. She comes up and I help her wrap Christmas presents because she has to hide everything from Abby up here, and so She asked me if I was going to do a Christmas special on my YouTube channel. I said, well, I hadn't thought anything about that. What would I do? I said, when Noah gets here, might do something, you know. Yeah, Noah, he'll definitely be up here. I thought about dragging his brat in the shop so we could work on it while he's here. But he's dying to drive. Boy, he wants to drive. He hasn't driven since he left. Hasn't driven anything. So he's just dying to drive. He wants to get behind the wheel. So we'll definitely be a video with Noah in the shop. You know, that might be a good time for me to put that V12 together because that'd be a good experience for him. Uh, See how rings go on a piston and cleaning the grooves. And I've got to find my groove cleaner. I got a piston cleaner groover somewhere, and I got to find that. But um, that'd be good thing for Noah to get in on and have him torque the rod caps down or whatever. Daughter-in-law forgot her glasses up here today. I sent her a picture of me wearing the glasses. Uh, yeah, PC says he remembers getting behind the wheel after going through basic training. It was so different. Oh, Jerry, I haven't really been looking for him a square body. Everything back east is all rusted out, and he sent me. He's looking for kind of one of the 67 through 72 model, but they're all rusted away. And he sent me a note ad for one, and it didn't have an engine in it, and he's got no place to work on it. And I said, no, you need to get a running driving vehicle. He just want to get some old beater, but he probably should get, while he's back there going to school, he probably should just get him a little Toyota or something to bang around in and something dependable. And then he can sell it and move on. Sell it and go on a submarine. Yeah. He's Noah's. I think his next school is engineering. I think he's going to be a nuclear engineer. So maybe he could build that cylinder for me. Oh, Bill's asking me if I saw a Sweet 68 Caddy. No, I haven't looked at videos. I haven't looked at YouTube today. Musty is absolutely in my subscriber list. I haven't watched it as much. For some reason, I don't know if it's just I just pull for the underdog or what, but since he got so big, I don't watch him as much as I used to. I don't know why I do that. Um, but I remember giving his channel a shout out when he was a little bitty feller. He's a grown ass man now. He's got a big channel. He's got a good channel. He talks like a Kennedy. I always wanted to ask him to say, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country," and see if he'd do it. He probably don't know he sounds like that. He's a good guy. He's got a good channel. Yeah, 68 Caddy. Yeah, that'd be a long one. Yeah, for sure. Well, how'd you guess, Gadget Ed? Yeah, he's you need to look at his stuff. Gadget Ed, look at BC65925. You guys check him out. I think he's on Instagram, and he's quite the blacksmith. He teaches, I know he does shows and stuff all around the country. So yeah, he is definitely a blacksmith. Yeah, Kevin, he is Musty One is he is East Coast. He's got that accent. I'm a man without a country. Everybody around here says I talk like a hillbilly, and I go back home and they say you talk funny. So I just don't fit in anywhere. Hello, Patrick. Well, Kick and Pony finally showed up. Everybody must be busy tonight. Not very many people here tonight. 41 people. Right over 100 last time, I think. People are busy with Christmas stuff, getting ready for Christmas. Well, I don't know what to talk about. I just thought I'd get on here and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Well, I suppose I am down home, folk. Oh, that's where I come from, down home. I grew up in the Ozark Mountains down southern Missouri. Wouldn't trade it for nothing. Love the way I grew up. Hunting and fishing when back when fishing hunting license was $3 and fishing license was $2. You could get the combo for $5 and you're on your way, boy. Happy when January 6th gets here. I'm happy when January 2nd gets here, when it's all over with, Christmas and New Year and the whole deal. Oh, it's just a big pain. Excuse me, fellas. That sneeze. No, I don't fit with the Prius drivers. Bill Corey's asking me saying I don't fit in with the Prius drivers on the other side, on the mountains, other side of the mountains. No, our other side is like a different state. Yeah, Randy, I don't know how you did that, but I'm sorry, man. I wish that hadn't happened. I don't know if somebody ran into you or if you slid on the ice or whatever, but sorry to hear it hasn't been a good year. I don't know. I guess any year I'm still here is a good year. A couple years ago wasn't good for me. My truck fell off the lift and my dozy light burned up. But I'm about to get that dozy light whipped back into shape. I'm still gonna have to pull that engine. And when I pull it, I may put a different one in. I may go ahead and take that other big block I got out there and put some aluminum heads on it and go a little step further with it. But that transmission is still leaking. It's leaking bad, and I can't live with that. It's got a big puddle under it. It marks its territory everywhere I park it. So I'm going to have to yank that motor, but I want to get the Dirty Dozen running right first. And but I do want that Dojlac running by spring. It's running good, but it just doesn't have enough oil pressure to suit me. I don't know. I guess the main bearings are gone, and it must have been that way when I got it. I don't really notice, or maybe that truck when I bought it probably had an idiot light on it, and but I ran that engine. I don't know if I put a pressure gauge on it. Probably not, or maybe I wouldn't have used it. But anyway. Oil pressure is not real good. and I put a high pressure pump in it when I had it tore down, when I pulled it out after the fire. And then I had a guy on the comments the other night telling me I should have put a high volume pump in it. I don't know about that. I just don't know about that. I don't go to YouTube for advice a whole lot because I get guys that's never changed a spark plug tell me how to overhaul my transmission, and so I'm pretty skeptical. But there's some guys out there that know their stuff. I'm not saying they don't, and I sure don't. But you got to kind of try and glean out what's BS. you know, that's kind of hard sometimes if you don't know what's going on. No, that motorhome don't have a lot of miles on it. No, none of them do. Most all of them don't. You know, um, I was looking at motorhomes one time. There's a place called Paulsbo over on the Olympic Peninsula here, and they sell motorhomes. They got acres and acres and hundreds of acres of them, and they sell them all over the world. And when I first started the grafting business, I thought about going that route. Maybe using a motorhome and not staying in motels so much. And of course, then you'd have to find a place to park it and all that. But I was over there looking at them, and I was amazed at how few miles they had on them. I'd be wanting to be 10 years old and have 20,000 miles on it. I asked the guy, I said, why is this? And he said, well, people buy these motor homes and they load up the kids and the dog and the mother-in-law, and they head out across country, all the way across the United States and back. And they only do that once. So most of these motorhomes don't have a lot of miles on them. Well, they're could be cam bearings, could be, and I might just freshen that one up. I need to take a look at the bearings. It'd be easy enough to check the rod bearings and the mains and see what they look like because the motor's running good. I got it running good, man. And I've been out driving it, but things ain't right. And I'm pretty sure it's still going to overheat. I had put a electric water pump in it, and I thought that might help with the overheating problem. And it'll be sitting downtown when it's 105 degrees and sitting at a stoplight, and it'll never overheat. But when you start climbing this mountain, and I go from 800 feet elevation to 2,300 feet elevation in 5 miles, in 5 mile run, that's pretty steep. And just before I get home, it'll be up to 220, and I don't like that. And but driving it around, just normal driving, flat ground, it's fine. But I don't want it. I want it to run 190. Whatever thermostat I put in it, 180, 190. That's what I want it to run. So I want to achieve that, and I think the way to do that is to put the radiator way in the back where it can get some air. There's a void behind that cab. There's a void there, and it just can't. There's just no air. There's no airflow. So I think that's a real problem. But before I do that, I'm going to put an auxiliary radiator in. Everybody knows that old trick about when the car's overheating, you turn your heater on. Well, that's just another little auxiliary radiator, and it'll help cool it down. So I found out that a little radiator like what's in my Kubota tractor will fit up front. And before I go to all the trouble to take the radiator out from behind the cab and put it back where the gas tank is and swap the two, I'm going to try an auxiliary radiator up front and see what that does. Put electric fan on that, and that's probably going to help it. See if I'm behind on the comments here a little bit. Yeah, I understand that. WTBM says sometimes sitting can be harder on them than having many miles on it. Like my old Dodge, messed up leaving it set for 33 years. I always say that. I always say letting these rigs set is the hardest thing on them. And that's kind of why I'm getting rid of some of them because I'm not a good home for them, and letting them sit's the worst thing you can do. The seals start drying out and they start leaking, and the mice eat all the wiring, and they're just it's a revival every time I go out there and start one. It's a whole revival again, and I don't need to be doing that. I need to put these rigs in the hands of somebody that can love them and like I do, and but drive them and take care of them and maintain them. And that guy that got that white truck, boy, I tell you, he's happy. Oh, he's happy, and that makes me happy. And he paid. He stepped up. He stepped up, boy. He paid for it. But he's because they got nothing back there. He's in Ohio. He said everything's just rotten around there. And every time I talk to him, he's just tickled to death. He sends me pictures and Kevin Hornbuckle's talking about a ramp truck. I know where there's this camper, um, square body camper. It's got low miles on it, big block, and could take that. It's a built-on camper, and it's a motorhome type thing, and you could take that off, and boy, I'd build a dandy ramp truck. It sure would. It sure would. But I really don't want to haul it. I want to drive it. Yeah, Randy, I think the cab is blocking the airflow. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, I had quite a talk with Chevaholic about that auxiliary radiator, and he thinks that's a pretty good idea, and I think it is, and yeah, kick and pony. Now you're saying that that's dead airspace behind the cab, but the other day you told me I wasn't going to gain anything by moving the radiator. So you need to make up your mind, man. I know there's a dead airspace back there. I'll have complete unrestricted airflow in the back. And I was talking to Peace and Grease back there on Power Tour and looking at his rig. Look at Peace and Grease and that rig he's called Dick Banjo, and he's got the radiator way in the back where it can get and he never has any problems. He said he's got two fans on, but rarely kicks on the second fan. Yeah, those mice. Guys are talking about the mice in these vehicles, and that's another thing about having them sit. Man, they are hard. They are hard on these rigs, especially here where I'm at. I'm out open ground all around me, and they just come in from the millions, and they just keep coming and coming. And I put out a lot of mouse poison this year because my theory is, yeah, I got a cat, but my theory is it's going to take so little of that poison to kill the mouse that amount of poison wouldn't kill the cat. And besides that, this lazy cat ain't going to eat an old dead mouse anyway. He's so spoiled. He comes in here and whines. You got 4,000 gallons of water out there. He could drink, and he comes in here and whines if the toilet seat's down because that's his drink of choice. Um, yeah, Neil, that cover's got louvers in it, and they work. You can really feel the air coming out there. Plus, it's open behind the radiator anyway. All the air can escape. That's not where the problem is. It's just not having enough air. And I did have a scoop. I had a scoop underneath, not on the roof, but I had a scoop underneath. And I may try that again too because I've angled that radiator down. I had it standing upright, but I did have a scoop underneath at one time. I've tried a little bit of everything. Hey, Frank, is where's it closed? Because Noah's flying into SeaTac on Friday and Saturday. His other grandpa that lives in Maple Valley is supposed to be bringing him home. So I guess, well, they would be coming over I-90. Okay. But he's got to go to Everett to pick up Noah. So I hope he knows that SR2 is closed. Where's it closed at, Frank? Thanks, Gear Swapper. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah. Well, WTBM, there's some stuff called water wetter, you know, and I've got some of that stuff, but you have to take all the water out of the system. What?
Dodged a bullet.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. I'm doing a live stream right now.
Okay. Call me later.
If you want to sign on, talk to me. All right. Later. Bye. Warren called me last night and he had this panel 65 Chevy panel that he was going to get for just trading an engine, and he was happy and sad because you don't need to drag another one home, but he was excited about it. And you know how that goes. We know how that goes. I said, well, let me know if you need my trailer, if yours is blocked in or something, and call me. We'll go get it. And so he just called me just now and said he dodged the bullet. So I'll have to call him later and see what happened. Anyway, I got some of that waterless cooling stuff, but in order to use that, you have to get all the water out of the system, all of it. You can't have any water left in it. And I'm not sure exactly how to go about that, or if I would have the equipment to do that. Probably not. Okay, so it's roads closed east of Sky Homies. Really? Skycomish, right? Skycomish. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'll have to let Noah's mom know that. Probably going to be, yeah, probably going to be closed for a while, huh? Troy Tree Guy in the house. Oh man, I hate electric. I hate electrical gremlins, man. I'm sorry. Thanks for stopping by, Gear Swapper. Merry Christmas. I hate electric gremlins, man. It took me ever since fire to find out. Of course, not full time. I wasn't working on full time, but every time I start that Dojelac up, I was just disgusted because it just wouldn't run right. But having an intermittent power failure, but having it also be a fluctuating power thing, not always going out, but fluctuating and then intermittently, that's hard to diagnose for a little archy brain like mine, man. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Noah's going to have to come back I-90 over Blewett Snoqualmie. Is that how you do it, Kevin? Is that how they get all the water out? I could try some of that stuff. I've got that. That's supposed to cool better, but I'd like to just have it work right. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm treating a symptom. If I do that, I feel like I'm treating the symptom and not fixing the problem. I'm reading Troy Tree Guy's comment here. He's got quite an operation. He tops them big trees and chews them up and spits them out and got a lot of equipment. Boy, I'm glad you got Dave because I don't have a savant. I see. I'm not even an idiot savant. I'm just the idiot part. uh, no, I don't think it'll fix it either. Like I said, I think that's just treating the symptom. Oh man, I hate chasing wire issues. And I've got another one on that Doge Lock. The only thing we didn't rewire, Balamar and I, we stripped that thing down to bare metal and redid it. And the only thing I didn't rewire was, I think, one headlight. And now it's blinking. So I think the headlight on the driver's side wasn't burned up. The wiring wasn't burned up. So I didn't replace it. And now I'm going to have to. Gear swapper, new rig, man. Do you think I need another one, gear swapper? He says, you got any plans of bringing in a new rig springtime to work on? I'm always bringing in a new rig. I didn't need that white knight either, but I had to save it, and I did a pretty good job, I think, on it. The guy really loves it. So, they're out there. They're out there. Oh, there's one place over here. There's some trucks sitting, and I won't even go look at them because I'm afraid I'll drag one of them home. Yeah, yeah, we know how to get from Wenatchee to to SeaTac. Been doing that for 40 plus years, almost 50. Well, 50 years. Yeah, been doing it for 50 years. That's how you go to SeaTac. That's not how you go to Everett. That's the problem. Noah's going to be in Everett. So you can Google that now too, Neil. Google Everett, see what the closest route is. And that's the way we can't go. We was going to go see the BC 65925. We were going to go see him when we was in Indy, but he was sickly. He was feeling poorly. He wasn't up to no company. Oh, thank you, Troy. I don't know what else to do. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. He says, I love your old rigs and keep it up. Your smile is infectious. Well, yeah, that's it. You got to just keep going. I am selling rigs, Neil. But that don't mean nothing. That don't mean I won't drag home another one. That don't mean anything. You know that. You've been around long enough to know that. No, hey, Skagit, BC means before Christ. It might mean Bill Corey, but I think it means before Christ. A 53 what, Gear Swamper? He says he's got a 53 project. Yeah, that's all we can do, Troy. Grin and bear it. We only got 40 people in here tonight. Usually have over 100 who's texting me. One of you guys text me? I'll talk to you, Robo Frank, but they got a plan in place. Noah's grandpa is going to go get him, but I don't know if he knows about Highway 2 being closed. Have you seen him? Skagit Dad, you say he don't look that old. Have you seen him? Come on. I've seen him in person. He's been here in the flesh. He came to visit me. Yep. I just looked at his YouTube page. Yep. Yeah. He's older than dirt, man. Nah, he's not as old as I am. Ford F-100. I like those. I like those. Wow. Flathead. Yeah. First engine I ever overhauled when I was a teenager was a flathead. And after I got it all put together, put rings in it and everything. Well, that's what we call an overhaul, throw some rings in it and grind the valves. And anyway, did all this out on the farm. The first thing I did was take it out and crack a head. And then I had another Ford. Was it the same one? Yeah. Burn a hole in the piston, about the size of a nickel, right at the top of the number one piston. I didn't know what I was doing, still don't. But I was doing it. I was cutting my teeth, Seen him, but didn't have my gun. uh, well, thanks, Randy. Randy's telling you guys, well, there's 52. There's more likes than there is people, Randy. You can't beat that. Snuffy Smith. I remember him. Well, there you go. There you go, Gear Swapper. Well, guys, we're coming up on an hour. I just wanted to wish everybody Merry Christmas, and we might see you next week. Might see you next Sunday night with Noah. So I think that'd be a good deal. And thanks everybody for showing up. I gotta call Robo Frank and talk to him about the roads and the weather and the plans and all that. So Merry Christmas to you guys. Yeah, I'm showing 56 thumbs up and 42 people. So thanks everybody for that. You bet, Kevin. Thank you for showing up. And thanks everybody. Yeah, it's a hoot talking with you guys. We'll see you on the next one, and I'll probably have that sailor with me. So we'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.